morning, parents and families. This is Mrs. Hinton, and I wanted to speak with you regarding an important topic today, school safety. As many of you know, we've had events around our nation that have impacted parents, families, schools, and it's quite concerning. Most recently, TikTok videos have showcased students making very poor choices and also impeding the safety of others within the school. Some of these events have led to the felony and expulsion of students, and while these have not occurred in our school, it still is heartbreaking as a family and as a parent. So here are a couple of examples of some items that have occurred across our nation that we would like to avoid here at our school. Here's a couple examples. Lee County, Florida, a 6th grade student at Three Oaks Middle School was arrested for making an online threat and charged with a felony. Central Florida, 14 arrests have been made in 2 months in Flagler, Volusia, Seminole, Lake Osceola, and Orange counties. One case, an 11-year-old girl was arrested for false report of a school shooting. A 12-year-old boy arrested for saying, "Shoot you all up here, all you be dead," an angry response to a teacher disciplining the class. A student arrested after saying, "I'm going to shoot you," in a verbal argument with another student. So this is serious stuff. If you're saying to yourself right now, "My child would never do this," you may not be wrong, but keep in mind that this is exactly what every parent of every student who was arrested ever said. So what can we do? As a school, we will be bringing law enforcement in to have student assemblies with our kiddos so that they understand the severity of all of these types of school safety situations. In addition, we also are holding a staff meeting so that staff can understand the implications of student behavior, and we're also implementing a school-wide discipline matrix. One of the biggest pieces for all of us is to use the key phrase, "If you see something, say something." This not only applies to our students, but as you're seeing all the new social media crazes that are going about in this world, whether it be Snapchat to Instagram to TikTok, get to know it. You can share with your students, your children, that you don't want them on this media, but if we're not watching over them, and if we don't know how to use this social media ourselves, then how are we going to keep the kids safe? Not only kids safe from one another, but kids safe from people in the outside world. Social media in itself is not a bad thing. We all use it to post information. Our school uses it to give you as parents information on what's happening in our school. We love it when our students are using social media to become creative and express themselves. In itself, that's not a bad thing. But what we do want to do is protect our students here. When you bring this to your attention of your students, your children, they may roll their eyes. They may pretend to ignore you. They may pretend to pay attention and then snicker behind your back. But that doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. What does matter is that they know you care and that they know that you're paying attention. We love your kids. We do not want to report them to law enforcement for making a threat or multiple threats to other students. We want to keep our students safe, and if we have to involve law enforcement, we will. But in the meantime, give this message to your kiddos. Give them the message that if they see something, say something. Reporting all of these types of things to not only school administration, but to parents is hugely important to keep our kids safe and to avoid any future incidents at the schools.